There's a lot of powerful tools that are available for dentists today. Using social media is a great way to connect with new patients, to strengthen relationships with existing patients. And we're going to be talking about that and many more topics at the festival that's coming up very soon. Matter of fact, I would bounce over here and take a look at that on the screen. You'll see that we've got the Dentist and Team Boost Festival that's coming in right now very soon. And we're going to be covering a number of different topics there. Matter of fact, you've got, in addition to Paul Goodman, Dr. Nacho himself, we're going to have several other dentists that will be joining us. And what we want to do right here on this one is focus on this dentist right here, Dr. Desiree Yazdan. And matter of fact, she is joining us right now from her offices out there in Orange County, California. Dr. Yazdan, very good to have you with us.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. I'm so excited to be at the festival as well.
Yeah, it's really good. I understand you are doing very well in your practice using social media. Matter of fact, I like the title of what you're going to be covering. It's creating selfie-ready teeth. I love that phrase. And by using the power of social media for dentists. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to cover on that.
So I'm basically going to be teaching other dentists how they should be using social media to market and brand their businesses and themselves. So they don't have to have a business to get value from this, so just even as themselves being a dentist. And I'm going to cover a bunch of the basics, but I'm going to go into great detail on a few of them. And one of them is going to be talking about your ideal patient. So you really need to narrow down who you're talking to. And I'm going to go into even more detail, but just like some tips for now, you need to know who you're talking to, because if your ideal patient is someone in their 20s, or you have someone who's your ideal patient is someone in their 40s or maybe 50s, you would market to those people completely separately. What the kind of content you would put out there, everything that you do, the type of photos that you would post, the type of cases you would post would be completely different. So you really need to focus on who your ideal patient is and create content for that person.
Yeah, it seems like that would be very important. Make sure that the message is aligned. Well, it would seem like, I know you do a lot with Instagram. And so it would seem like, okay, with Instagram, that's going to be those in maybe their 20s or so. Is that the case, or have you found anything different?
Actually, I do see a lot of people from Instagram come into my office, even in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Not much higher than 50s, like low to mid 50s, but sometimes it's even like the younger generation, like the 20s, will find me and then recommend me to, let's say, their parents or, their family members. So I do see people from Instagram come in their later years as well. But generally, I think Facebook is an older population. Instagram is a younger population. But it's more important to focus on actually who your ideal customer is, who your ideal patient is. So that way, whatever content you're putting out, you're attracting the right person to your business.
Yeah, so that way you're really taking the message and aligning it with the needs of that potential patient that you'll have, working with them. Now, what kind of areas are they mostly interested when you're aiming at the patients that are in their 20s versus the 40s or 50s?
So for me, because I love doing cosmetic work, I mostly focus on marketing myself as doing cosmetic dentistry. And I have so much experience in it. So now I mostly bring in people that are interested in cosmetics, but a lot of times patients will come in and they'll say things like, oh, well, I just, even though you do cosmetic work, I just want somebody who actually cares about their work. And I don't want cosmetic work. I just want a dentist who cares about what they're doing. So that's also good for me to say, because even though you're marketing to like one type of specific person, it doesn't mean that that's all you're going to attract. You will attract other people, but you want to build the business that you want to build, working with patients that you want to work on, doing the treatments that you want to do. So your marketing and the content and everything that you put out there should be really focused on, like that one ideal patient.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, in the few minutes that we have left here, I'd like you to look into the camera and talk to that dentist that says, well, I'm thinking about using social media, but it's kind of difficult. I don't know if I want to I don't know if it's going to give me any results. What would you say to that dentist who wonder about that?
Definitely give you results. Like if you put in the time and effort into it, first of all, social media marketing is basically free. So yes, it takes your time. But once you understand how to use it properly, the time goes by so fast. You understand how to batch your content. Things become a routine and it becomes so easy. So you're not spending all this time on your phone or on a computer marketing yourself, it becomes so simple, and it definitely works. And who doesn't want to have free advertising for their business? And especially because that's how people are finding people now, through like every kind of thing, like plastic surgeons, dentistry, everything. They're finding it through social media.
Yep, this is where our world lives. And so wherever the world is living, where your patients, potential customers, this is the rule of business, where they're hanging out, that's where you need to be. And of course, it's going to be great to see you then at the festival coming up in just a few days now. So those of you watching this, you can find out about that, and you can find out more and get registered now so that you make sure that you don't miss out on it. Dr. Yazdan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.